I'm not even like looking for Christmas stuff is the thing. I know I'm not decorating for Christmas this year because we're moving. I know I'm not decorating for Christmas. Well, apparently I'm decorating for Christmas now. I've got the tree. This whole tote is full of Christmases past, and all of this was all I could find for stuff this year. It is on me. I did decide to start looking for Christmas ornaments yesterday, and there were slim pickings. So, what we have is what we have. Let's try it. The tree is up, and I thought this was common knowledge. I don't know. I thought everybody was doing this, but apparently not. Fluff your tree. And I don't mean like go in and I mean I go in and I touch every single branch, every single little offshoot, and I take it like layer by layer. And I mean, I just spent probably a good 45 minutes fluffing this tree. So it sucks. It's very time consuming. About halfway through, you get over it and you start, hating your life. But I promise you that it will make all the difference when you step back and you look at it. I guess first we should talk color scheme for the tree. I am basic in the fact that I don't like a lot of color on my Christmas trees. It's a lot of white and gold with like touches of silver. I'm really just gonna start putting ornaments on it and seeing how far that gets me.
Feel it too, nothing to hide, falling in love. To me it's perfectly clear, we're falling in love. It's true, this part of the year has something in store for us. We're falling in love. Summer ended, but we did not. We started something. This thing that we got grew stronger each day. We're together.
The tree looks fine as it is. I want there to be like a shit ton more lights on it. So we do the battery powered fairy twinkle lights, and I string them through kind of deeper in the tree to give it more depth. And typically we have this tree and then we had another tree, like a smaller tree that sat right next to it. I'm not putting that one up, so I'm going to use the lights from that also on this tree. And then we also have a wreath that goes on the door that I kind of string lights through. Not putting that up either, so I'm going to use the lights from that on here as well. Future me is going to hate this, but I don't. You can't really tell, mainly because it's like daylight in here, but it does add a little something. It kind of lightens up some of the dark spots, and I don't know. I think it looks pretty. I'm opting out of adding this strand right here. It is small, and I just don't really see the point of adding it. Maybe if I change my mind later, I will. But let's start layering on some of the bigger ornaments. One thing that I didn't mention was like, I have established what the front of my tree is. So our front door is over there, our couch sits over here, and our kitchen is right there. So really the tree is only going to be viewed by like people in the house from like this angle. It's going to be pushed up in this corner, so I'm not too worried about what the back looks like. I like to hang a few ornaments back there just so that like the tree looks full, and like, when you're looking through you have like depth. Other than that, like this quadrant, like my main area of focus. I do wish that I could have found more of these big white ornaments. That was all At Home had. I cleared their inventory and all they had were 2 boxes of 6 ornaments each. So that's what we've got. And then I had 2 from a few years ago. So I'm just going to continue hanging ornaments on my tree.
On the way, oh, we're falling in love. To me, store.
Okay, so I know I said that I wasn't too concerned with like having space to hang, but I do have these like icicle ones that I think would just look weird if they were like jostled in there. So I am trying to find places for them to just like delicately hang down, kind of like that. I mean, it's still touching this branch right here, but I think it looks fine.
Rest on me, then it starts to snow in our heart. We both know that we're falling in love. To me, it's perfectly clear we're falling in love.
I'm actually really happy with the way it's turning out right now. I just finished all of like my quote unquote base ornaments. So that's all of like my plain whites, like the glittery whites, just the ones that aren't like that interesting that you can find a dime a dozen. Typically I always get to a point where I have like some whites left over, some golds left over, because I'm like, okay, that's enough of that one. I did not do that this time. The only ones that I have left are these gold ones right here. And the only reason they're not on the tree is because a lot of them are broken and I don't have the time or energy to fix them. I'm just not into this shape for the tree this year. I don't know. It's not doing it for me. But now to the fun part. I get to bust out the fun ornaments. So I think the first box of fun ornaments that I'm gonna open are these guys. These are actually really cool. I found them at home. At home. They are glass. So, but I don't know. They're fun little unique shapes, and they're like, some look like mercury glass. I just thought they looked interesting, and I don't have anything like this. And then I also have a similar set in gold, so I'm really excited for these ones. And then I found a smaller set to match the bigger set, and I thought these would look really cute, like at the ends of the branches. Could be fun.
It's true, this part of the year has something in store for us.
So the tree is done, and I didn't film the rest of it. So what happened was, in the middle of me decorating the tree a couple days ago, my friends came over unexpectedly and I just stopped filming it. So this is the tree in all of its finished glory. Yeah.
I'm walking around feeling free, thinking about what's happened to me from July up till now. Don't know where, don't know how. Lately I've come to realize that I can see it in your eyes, so it's true. I'm so glad you feel it too. Nothing to hide, we're falling in love.
So I did go ahead and add the wreath on the door. I had the extra lights that I didn't use on the tree, and these were the lights I used on this wreath last year, as well as putting this ribbon on the wreath last year. I like how simple it is. I think big floral wreaths are also beautiful, and I might do one year, but for now, last year and this year, I just love the look of this simple bow, just some fairy lights. And then I know I said a few days ago that we had a smaller tree, and usually it nestles right up against the big tree, but we do have a little corner space right outside the front door. And while I'm here and while I have time, I think I'm just gonna put it up. Obviously no decorations or ornaments or anything like that, but I think it'll look cute there. So let's at least see, why not?
This part of the year has something in store.
It's kind of cute. Same thing, like any other tree, I'm gonna fluff this one. Is it the best fluffing job in the world? No. I did do something different that I've never really done before, and instead of like fluffing it out, I fluffed it down because it is a cheaper tree. I think we got it at a discount store last year. I can't remember, but it's a little bit sparse. And so I fluffed it down to kind of help hide some of the emptiness of it. It still looks a little empty, but I mean, it's an outdoor tree, so I'm not too worried about it. I didn't think I was gonna put any decorations on it, but I do think it needs just like a little something. So I have some leftover ribbon that I used on the wreath last year. And I also did this last year as well as just like a little tree topper. Kind of the same vein of the wreath. I just tied a little bow and had the tassels kind of cascade down. I mean, that'll be fine. It doesn't really get windy, so I hear. This is my first winter in Nevada, but it doesn't really get windy in Nevada. So I'm not too worried about it like blowing off or blowing away. And I mean, it's just ribbon. It's easily adjustable. So I guess we'll see.
For us, we're falling in love. Hey! Take. Walking around
Like that. I mean, I think it looks cute. I do wish that the ribbon was just a tad longer, but this was like the longest piece I had left. What do we think? I'm probably just gonna leave it.